Never mind you, it's Keira Knightley that's the star of the show, your wee
Keira,
dog.
the dog, is definitely the star of the show. When she comes on and licks my face, the crowd
Everybody
go
goes
mad.
crazy.
It's fabulous, but that's what the show is about, unconditional love. It's about how animals can make us the best we can be, and also how they would look at the world that we have created, which is quite an interesting take on things. So not just the world of medicine, because obviously you know my life's goal is to reunite human and animal medicine, which is a key message in the show, but also how they inspire us mentally, physically, and make us better as human beings, and how they would look at the world where there's a lot of badness in the world and they only bring good. And what I want them to take away is the light that is manifested in my consultation room every day, where somebody's entire life revolves around that dog or that cat. And I also want to take away a moral responsibility for the planet. We go through 20,000 years on the show, from when man first befriended dog through to 1637, when man and human were dissected side by side and one medicine existed, through to now, when one medicine doesn't exist because we don't link up. And we can take on cancer, we can take on arthritis, and we can make a real difference to your child and your dog side by side. And toward the end of the show, I have a very big surprise for people that I'm beside myself with excitement, because it's taken me 15 years to get to this point of being able to reveal this surprise. And so far, we've done 6 shows, and I think we've got 18 or something to go. And it's been intensely humbling to get people on their feet clapping when I tell them what the secret of the whole thing is.
Secret? I want to know the secret.
Yeah, well, you have to come.
I have to come to the show. I'd love to. I would absolutely love to. I absolutely love your passion. That's the thing, it's your passion. But you also have stage fright. Now, how do you go with that? Because it's you on the stage. I know Keira Knightley, your dog, comes later. But it's there you are there on the stage, on your own. How do you get over that feeling of stage fright?
Well, it happens to me all the time. And I get very nervous. And then I just think of one child in the audience that I want to make a difference to on that particular night. And I visualise in my head that it's like a child I was with my dog Pirate growing up, having a tough time at school. And I think that is my child. And he's in row 28. And I'm going to aim everything at that one person. And I want him to take that light of love out into the world with him afterwards and feel a little stronger, feel a little better for having been there. Yeah,
that makes perfect sense. You did this tweet yesterday because, you know, obviously it was Mental Health Awareness Day, and you said, no one should ever underestimate bonds with animals. I think this is very important to point out. Animals don't judge us. They love us unconditionally. They give us so much. Here's to all the animals that are our companions in light and dark.
Yeah, well, I think there's a very important message about racial and sexual tolerance in the show as well, because regardless of religion, colour, creed, and in a world that's torn apart by strife, there's a message of a community of compassion, a community of unity. And I say at the top of the show, everybody in the room is equal tonight. And in fact, and as I was saying to you as we came in on the stairs, the animal doesn't care what you look like, what you smell like, what sexuality you are. In fact, they'd probably prefer if you did smell. So, winner.
Excellent.
Keira especially likes the end of the show because I'm normally quite sweaty, so she licks my face.
And she's like, yay!
But the point is that it's a very levelling experience.
Absolutely.
And actually, everybody in the room is a good person, because animals have brought out the best in them. And I genuinely, see, I can't help but feel that somebody in medicine needs to stand up and say, you know, taking on diseases in society, mental, physical, disabilities, somebody has to stand up and say, fundamentally, that's about love. And if the vacuum in society didn't arise that creates war and terrorism and everything else, how about we counter it with love? It is that simple. The love that I have with Keira is the brightest light in the world, and I want to give that to the world in the show, and that's why I'm doing it, because kids write me letters and they want that.
They do, and I was going to say, to talk about this book, because very much what you're talking about is in the book. This is listening to the animals.
You've got the second copy only ever.
I know.
Wow.
It's becoming the Supervet, but listening to the animals, and that's the thing, you know.
Yeah.
And I guess people who don't have pets or people who don't have much association with animals maybe don't get it.
Well, here's the thing. So I purposely called it Listening to the Animals because my charity is called the Human Animal Trust, and the last 2 letters of human are the first 2 letters of animal.
Right.
And we forget that it's their planet too. And I think that it's humbling to remember that animals make us level. So it's not so much... In fact, I prefer if the whole room was full of the people who are bringing the people who like animals to my show.
Right.
Because it's them I'm really after.
Okay.
Because the people who love cats and dogs, they can easily speak my language. But the people that don't, they don't realise that listening to the animals means listening to each other. Come on, get a grip of yourself. You're not that big, you're not that clever. You're just a normal human being trying to do your best in the world. And in that book, I try and reflect, if we listened a little bit more and were a little more, less judgmental, the world would be a million times better.
It absolutely would. I cannot agree with you more. And I love the fact that you... And again, it's in the book, it's fine. I love that Wolverine inspired you. Hugh Jackman inspired
Love
you.
Hugh Jackman.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Frankly, who doesn't?
Yeah.
But also, when they make a movie of your life, you want Meryl Streep to play you.
Yes, I'd love to see Meryl Streep in her magic vet man bionic bunker going, yes, I am vet man. That'd be brilliant.
She would be fantastic.
She'd be brilliant.
She would be absolute. She really would.
I would love that.